This isn't gonna end well for you, Blake. Sorry.
Blake Lively just got obliterated by Judge Lewis Lyman after trying one too many times to play the victim card.
Slap that down. You obviously cannot do.
All she's mastered is crocodile tears and public manipulation. But this time, the judge finally called out her desperate antics.
Blake Lively was the cruelest person I've ever worked with.
Her entire scheme is collapsing. The courtroom froze when Judge Lewis Lyman snapped at Blake Lively. You could practically hear her career choking for air.
Of course, meeting for the first time in court today. It was about a 90-minute hearing.
After running to every media outlet that would listen, spinning stories to cast herself as the eternal victim, Blake's leaks turned into a flood. The judge had finally had enough.
She filed a fake Me Too and got caught. Okay? Caught. A fake Me Too and got caught.
When a federal judge is so done with your theatrics that he calls you out in front of everyone, you know you've lost control. Blake sat there, probably gearing up for another award-winning performance, maybe even ready to pull her tired poor me routine like this was a Gossip Girl finale. But nope, today the act flopped.
I don't trust you, Blake. I do not trust you. You have lied too much. You have fudged truths. You are trying to hide so much information that you are like your character in a simple favor, and I can't unsee.
The judge warned both sides to stop waging war in the media. The subtext couldn't have been louder. Blake, shut up! Let's be real. Baldoni's team wasn't the one leaking to the New York Times, crying to tabloids, or staging PR stunts. That was Blake, and the judge just caught her red-handed running a Hollywood smear campaign.
Breaking news, Justin Baldoni just got a big win, meaning Blake Lively got a big loss.
And just when Blake thought it couldn't get worse, she went full desperation mode, begging the judge to silence Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman.
World where sometimes people judge you before they give you a chance.
See, Friedman was dropping bombshell after bombshell, presenting actual evidence that shredded Blake's tragic heroine narrative.
I mean, is it not a little hypocritical? Is this a bad look of her if she's trying to tell the courts that we should stop talking about this in public?
Blake's brilliant legal strategy? Try to gag him. The judge shut her down instantly. Imagine thinking you could orchestrate a media circus, destroy someone's career, and then muzzle the one person exposing your lies. Pure delusion.
Whatever. But if someone calls you that in real life, they're all, that woman is cruel. That is really like at least for me, that's the most impactful way that you can say a person's mean, you know? Because cruel is like you're enjoying this. There's something wrong with you. And that's exactly what these two people look like. And so it's just glorious to watch it all blow up in their face.
She sat there humiliated, watching her worst nightmare unravel in real time. Her legal team, her PR machine, the empire she thought would control the story, was collapsing right in front of her. This was never how it was supposed to end.
Is the kindest way that a judge can say to you that your lawyers are stupid. It's like he's like being nice here. He's like, your lawyers are really stupid.
Blake really thought she could script this like one of her movies, playing the strong, innocent woman up against some big bad man. But Judge Lewis Lyman wasn't buying it. The harder she tried to twist the narrative, the uglier it got.
Blake Lively is caught in old footage revealing that, yes, her secret plan is to always take control of the movies and lie to the directors to get it.
And make no mistake, this is about to get catastrophic for her. Blake Lively may have just torched her own career. Defamation isn't tabloid drama, it's a serious legal offense. She didn't just spread rumors, she tried to erase a man's entire existence, fabricate evidence, and turn Hollywood against him. Legally, she's in dangerous territory.
Real Me Too stuff, real serial predators that were attacking women who were aspiring actresses who were following their...
If Baldoni walks away with his $400 million win, Blake's not just losing pocket change, she's losing everything. We're talking financial ruin, bankruptcy, and the collapse of the Lively Reynolds empire. Defamation payouts aren't just damages. The legal fees alone make celebrity divorces look like clearance sales. And Hollywood lawyers, they don't come cheap. At this rate, Ryan better pray Deadpool 3 breaks box office records, because he'll be footing her bills.
And these two, in that environment, go up and they accuse Justin Baldoni of the same type of thing, which was a complete lie. How could anyone allow them to continue in that community after doing that?
But money isn't even the scariest part. The real nightmare? Jail time. Blake Lively in an orange jumpsuit isn't impossible. Defamation alone won't lock her up, but fraud, fabricated evidence, witness tampering, and perjury, those will. And judging by her shady legal strategy, she's skating dangerously close to criminal charges.
None of it was just due to the fact that she seems like a rather shitty person.
Her team has been caught twisting facts, feeding fake stories to the press, and misplacing evidence that doesn't match her script. If investigators prove it, that's not bad PR. It's a straight-up crime.
Thinks this is okay and like proudly displaying us, we're women, so we can just lie and cheat and steal our way into control these big movies. I mean, how disturbing is this to you?
Even if she somehow sidesteps prison, Hollywood won't forgive her. Studios don't gamble on lawsuits this toxic. No executive in their right mind will pour millions into an actress whose name is now tied to the biggest legal scandal in years. She thought she'd walk away untouched. Now she's staring down a career worse than a Netflix flop.
He is, his agent is Ari Emanuel. He's a powerful Hollywood guy, and we all respond to Hollywood power. And there's a hypocrisy and a fraudulence there that the public is picking up on. And so that's really interesting. Now,
Game over. No more blockbuster budgets, no more leading roles, no more red carpets. You think Disney, Marvel, or Warner Bros. Wants to tie themselves to an actress staring down a massive defamation loss? Absolutely not. Blake's about to tumble from headlining franchises to begging for scraps and forgotten indie flops. Hollywood is business, and no one invests in a walking lawsuit.
The judge chose to not impose the gag order on Justin Baldoni's attorney Brian Friedman today, but did threaten to move up the trial if the media press war continued.
And then comes the public humiliation. Blake Lively thought she could script herself as the fearless feminist warrior, toppling some evil man. Instead, her name is about to be forever linked to one of the most spectacular backfires in Hollywood history.
When I went in the meetings, I would just seem like I'm just there to be the actor and ready to get the gig. I wouldn't reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled. So I think that for them, sometimes that might have felt like a rug pull.
Search her name a year from now, and this lawsuit will still be the first thing you see. This isn't a tabloid scandal that fades with the next gossip cycle. This is a legal case that will follow her forever. She thought she could outsmart the system, silence Baldoni, fake her way into victory, and walk away untouchable. But the judge exposed her, the industry turned on her, and the world is watching her unravel in real time.
Vicious, horrendous humans that tried to destroy this guy's life for absolutely no reason.
Baldoni was supposed to roll over, just another Hollywood actor canceled into silence. That was the plan, right? Blake and her PR army thought they could blacklist him, erase him, and move on. But he didn't stay quiet. He fought back, and he fought back hard.
I had to blame him, and boy, did she open up a hornet's nest and learn, be careful what you wish for, because now you've got the fight you asked for, and you're not winning it.
Instead of playing the victim, Baldoni did the unthinkable. He sued. Not some weak counterclaim, he went nuclear. A $400 million lawsuit aimed squarely at Blake, Ryan, and their entire corrupt PR machine. He dragged every lie, every backroom deal, every Hollywood favor into the light. And suddenly the narrative flipped. Blake wasn't the victim anymore. She was the bully.
Justin does a better job, in my opinion, of providing receipts and showing full context.
And here's what truly shook Hollywood. Baldoni didn't just come for them. He came for the power players. Blake and Ryan weren't just waging war against him. They were pulling strings through Hollywood's elite. Agents, executives, and insiders moved to bury him.
Top of them when they wake up, these are serial monsters. This happened in Hollywood, okay? This really happened.
One call, one favor, and careers disappeared. It nearly worked. Ari Emanuel, one of the most powerful agents alive, fired Baldoni on the spot. Why? Because Blake and Ryan told him to. Think about that. A man's career destroyed, not by evidence, not by truth, but because Hollywood's golden couple demanded it.
They did a fake one of these on Justin Baldoni. These two should never be accepted in any circle ever again here if that place had even 1% principles or ethics or any.
And here's where it blew up spectacularly. Baldoni exposed the entire machine. Now Hollywood execs are panicking because this lawsuit isn't just about one actress versus one actor. It's about the industry itself, about how power couples can erase careers with a single phone call. And now that Blake's playbook is out in the open, people are horrified at how far she went.
Really sees this all the way through and makes sure we get to discovery and proves how disgusting some of these high-level celebrities can be.
She didn't just target Baldoni's career, she went after his life. Fake stories painted him as a monster. His wife harassed, his family dragged, his name ripped apart. Blake's team planted leaks, fed tabloids lies, and made sure every headline screamed guilty before he ever had a chance to speak.
How can you try to say you're playing this in the press when the entire reason we got here was because you tried to play this in the press? Like, you went to the New York Times to try to take him down and to set a public narrative.
But while Blake played the victim, Baldoni refused to bend. He stood his ground. He wouldn't be her puppet. And that's exactly why Hollywood is quietly shifting against Blake now, because Baldoni exposed the rigged game, and no one expected him to fight back this hard.
We just went through Justin's 179-page lawsuit, and I am shook.
Let's talk about just how far Blake Lively was willing to go. When the truth wasn't enough to bury him, she started inventing it.
Blake Lively's complaint of harassment. He called me sexy. I felt so uncomfortable. Why would you do that? Well, here's one point where she's calling him a ball buster. I'm just a ball buster.
Take the secret texts. Her PR team cherry-picked messages, twisted words, cut out context, and staged leaks that made Baldoni look guilty. But once the real texts surfaced, the narrative collapsed. The full conversations didn't match her script at all. And suddenly the question was everywhere. If Blake had the truth, why did she have to manufacture evidence?
This gets overused now, but she did FAFO. Like, she thought she could blame all of her negative press on him. He's a weakling. She's Blake Lively with Ryan Reynolds, her dragon.
And then there's the so-called on-set footage. She swore it proved her story. Except, it doesn't exist. Baldoni's lawyers have dared her to present the unedited tapes. She won't, because she knows the raw footage contradicts her version completely. She knows it proves she lied.
Lawyers are stupid. It's like he's like being nice here. He's like, your lawyers are really stupid.
And the media circus? That wasn't chaos. It was strategy. Blake's PR powerhouse, Leslie Sloan, was caught hand-feeding false stories to journalists and pressuring outlets to bury evidence that supported Baldoni. It wasn't sloppy PR. It was a full-blown hit job.
They were high. They were totally high on their own supply of power. They were enjoying it. They were enjoying humiliating Justin Baldoni. Like I said, they got so close.
Baldoni did the one thing they never expected. He stood up. He cracked open the corruption no one dared talk about. And now Hollywood is stunned, watching Blake's lies collapse in real time. She's desperate, more desperate than a washed-up reality star clinging to a spinoff. Her case is unraveling faster than one of Ryan Reynolds' last-minute Deadpool rewrites. She's scrambling, twisting, rewriting, spinning harder than a cornered politician.